During our school assembly, the principal called me up and said, "Why don't you share something interesting about one of your siblings?" I looked out at the entire crowd of students and froze. I have no idea why I'm the only one he called up here. I said I'd rather not. Sir, he smiled and said, "Come on now. Everyone's waiting. Just one thing that you find interesting about one of your siblings. Do you have a brother or a sister?" "I have an older brother." "Then just give the students one interesting fact about him. It can be anything. Come on, it can't be that hard." I started to panic. "My brother's the last person I want to talk about." "Why is the principal stuck on him?" I asked. "Would it be okay to share something interesting about my mom? She's really interesting." He sternly responded, "No, this assignment is about our siblings since it's National Sibling Day. Share one thing about your brother, just one thing. It can't be that hard." I looked down and felt pain choking up my throat. Tears started burning and only got worse since hundreds of students were currently staring at me and waiting. I knew that if I shared what happened to my brother, the entire auditorium would fall in horrified, sickening silence. If I shared the truth, this dumb principal would be so regretful that he'd never forget it. I said, "There's really nothing I can say about him. Sorry to let everyone down." My principal wasn't buying it. He got closer to me and said, "Are you really telling me that you can't share one interesting thing? Not one?" I responded, "Nope, not one." He started getting annoyed. "Are you having memory problems? You're a little young to be losing your memory." His dumb joke made a few old teachers laugh, but no one else. I said, "I'm sorry, I really can't." He was very uninteresting, I guess. This cracked up a bunch of students, especially my friends, but it pissed off the principal. He said, "Now you're just going out of your way to be bratty, aren't you? I called you up here for an assignment and you're choosing to be disobedient. Are you sure you want to act like this?" I started crying and said, "I don't mean to be a brat. Sir, it's just very hard for me to share anything about him because a really bad thing happened to him and it's hard for me to talk about." "Oh, please don't give me that whiny crap. I'm asking for such a simple thing and you're being very annoying right now. Tell us one thing or I will send you home and call your mother and tell her how you've acted here today." I got angry and said, "Fine." My brother was involved in the Huntington incident. The entire auditorium fell into silence and I fell to my knees and quietly wept. One of the students asked, "What was the Huntington incident?" Another teacher said, "What, do you live under a rock?" The principal grabbed my arm and pulled me off the stage. To my surprise, he had an eerie smile on his face and he said, "I'm glad you shared that. And I hope that was an awful experience for you." I was shocked. Why would he be glad? I went home and told my mom and she was enraged. She called the principal and he claimed that I made up what he said and that he would never treat one of the kids like that. He told my mom that I flat out lied. My mom knows me. I don't lie to her. My mom contacted the Board of Education and they launched an investigation into the principal. It took 3 months. But then my mom and I got called into the principal's office and the lead INV